Well, there's actually 6 pneumatics in the hallway today. Yeah, now these 4 are from the auction, and you saw that video on Monday. If you haven't watched it, well, go and watch it. And then these 2 are from the garage. This one I trash found nearly 2 years ago actually. It was outside somebody's house. I took it home on a bus. Yeah, fun times. And this I got off Marketplace. Actually, there is a before video of this which I intended to upload, but I'm just throwing this in here so it'll just get cut in shortly. However, these are the 4 from the auction. These 2 are obviously the HVR 212s. And I think these came up the best out of all of them, really. All 4 of these Henrys were actually bizarrely clean. As you saw in the video, they were all pretty clean. So these 2 now work fine. They worked fine before. I'll fire them up for you. I don't know if they need anything done. Maybe I don't know if I wiped the cables or not, but yeah, I'm quite a fan of a HVR 212 now. I think it still feels like a very solid Henry. It's reminiscent of a 2007 Henry, obviously. Look inside. Oh, they don't have bags in them yet. I will put bags in them before I sell them. They're pretty perfect. Look inside this one. This one was the dustiest, I think, but as you can see, it's still in there. It still smells quite nice. It's been sprayed with something, and the smell has lingered. Next to, now unfortunately the motor has kind of been removed from this. After the video, I did test it in the video and I thought it was fine, but after the video I did notice it was pretty smelly of carbon. And as you can see, it's fairly tidy. I don't think it's been used much at all. The brushes were very good in it. But the motor's just a bit toasted and it was smelling pretty bad and sounding pretty bad. Pretty like that crackly way they go. So it'll need something done. But it cleaned up beautifully. Yeah, not much else to say there. I can't show you it working. This one works fine, the twin flow nut's very healthy. This one's actually going to go to a friend who needs a Henry. They've just moved flat and need a more substantial Hoover. So I'm just waiting to do a parts order and get a cheap turbo head for it because they've got quite a lot of carpet. But oh, the back of it's somebody. Is somebody about to break into our house? Yes, there is. So I'll pause the video in a second. But yeah, it's very good. It cleaned up fine. Let's see if I can show you the filter before this person comes in. Yes, I can. Yeah, so that's that. I have got some tools upstairs. I'll go and show you them now. Right, I'm in my rather cluttered room at the moment. What have I got to show you? Is this the floor head? Yes. This is a floor head. No, that's not right. Well, what have I done with the... I don't know. Anyway, what I was trying to show you was a floor head that I've built up. So I've got a set of ones and a brand new Henry 160 head. As you can see, it just came flying off. And then these 2 are floor heads that came with them. They've cleaned up fine. I know that one's missing a lint strip and it's not ideal, but you know, what can you do? Not very much. And then this floor head, although I got one like this in the sale, I actually swapped it for one I already had and just kept the one from the sale. It was a bit scabby, but it works fine, so I've decided to just keep the one that works fine. It's just a head I've been using around the house and everything. It doesn't really matter. And then I've got a floor head that I can sell. This is the motor I've taken out of that Henry, and as you can see, the brushes in it are, they don't look very long on camera, but they're very long. But it's just gone very black and toasty, so it needs sorted. Anyway, back to the Henrys downstairs. Okay, the last 2 to look at, slight location change for better lighting. as I mentioned, the Henry Extra was a bin find, and that was from Marketplace. This was apparently working before when I went to take it. The lady was like, "Oh, it works fine. I'm just throwing it out." I was like, "Why?" So I think when I got it, it just had a cheap generic filter in it. It hadn't got one in it at the moment because I'm still washing one. There's one hanging up, but it's fine. These two haven't been polished yet, so they still look a bit nah. As you can see, it was covered in little kiddies stickers when I got it. But it's not horrendous. It's a bit scabby, and it does work. I did bypass it. Obviously, it's incredibly noisy without a filter in it. But yeah, at the time I used it a little bit and then I bypassed it. Or did I bypass it and use it a bit, and then it's been in the garage for ages. This one, we'll cut to the before video of this just now. Guess who has COVID for the 3rd time? Yay! So, I'm using this to come out here and look at this, which I picked up. It was on Marketplace for, was it 25? But I haggled and got it a bit cheaper. It's obviously a pneumatic vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Apparently, well, they said in the listing it's been stored in the garage, but when I turned up at the house, there was no garage. But there was a sketchy as anything shed, which, judging by the rust on some bits, I'm guessing that was where it was stored. Anyway, apparently it's been in there for like 6 months because the guy that sold me it, got a Dyson. Lovely house, which looked cool from there, fine from the outside, average semi-detached house. Inside was minging and yellow stained and smelled. So this Hoover also smells. So it's always had a new toolkit at some point. I think the head and the wands might be destined for the bin. It's missing a wand. And then I was just going to say, I think the hose is savable, but actually it's got a crack in it. So it might as well go all in the bin unless I have a spare generic hose cuff kicking about. Maybe a light wash will bring that head up like new. It's also got something slimy on it. Ooh, that's not evaporated. Okay, we'll put that to one side. It's really just the Hoover we're wanting. It's a 2009 NRV. Oh, it's quite heavy. Yeah. Let's open it up. Filter. Bag. Red HEPA floats leaked everywhere. What more do you expect? Must be quite full because it's quite heavy. Under there looks fairly clean. So I'm not sure if they've bought it as a refurb or if they've put a new kit on it themselves. Yeah, don't know. It does work. That was my main concern, was the guy says, "I'll show you it working." I was like, good, because I'm not leaving with another dodgy Hoover. But one slight problem is that, if I can reach there we are. It is working, but that So maybe the old trick of a drop of oil on the top of it and a bit of use before I sell it will do it, I don't know. But yeah, that's the only thing. The actual thing doesn't smell of burning and it sounds pretty good, which is good, because usually once turnflows reach this age, they can get a bit ropey. Yeah, original plug and everything. So, hopefully I'll remember to film the after and you'll be transported right to all nice and gleaming clean. Ooh. What a good video, eh? Absolutely riveting. It's much cleaner now, is about all there is to say. Oh, that's not the right filter. Yeah. Oh, I bet you I've mixed them up. I bet you the filter this is hanging up there. Let's see. How did this filter come up? Not bad, not great. Maybe needs another wash. Okay, we've got options anyway. It still works. Oh, it sounds worse today. It's getting less noisy now that it's being in a warm house, but it's still a bit noisy. I'm not sure what we'll do about that. Actual motor's very healthy, lots of brush life left in it. Just a bit on low, it's a bit whiny. Mind you, average Joe's only ever going to use it on high. I don't know, we might do some motor jiggery pokery before I sell it. But yeah, not bad. Come up alright. And I think that is all I've got to show you. I've kind of rammed them all in one video because it's easier. That's still a bit crusty under there as well, isn't it? Well, these two aren't quite done yet anyway. But thank you for watching. Goodbye from me and Crazy Dog, who's chasing his own reflection. Refuses to look at me. He's quite fascinated by his shadow. As you can see, it looks like Batman. Yep, thanks for watching.